Hey guys, this is Vaughn, and welcome back to another episode on the Pixelmon server. I'm standing on a tree in a snow biome way high up, looking at the stars, watching the moon rise, having a really nice time. So last night, in my last episode, I mentioned that a new series was coming out called Cosmos, hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it's a reboot of a series that came out 30-some years ago, hosted by Carl Sagan. And I watched it last night. I've been anticipating the reboot of this series for a really long time, and it was awesome. It was really awesome. I saw we're in F8 mode, so it was like, ooh, so smooth. So I watched it, and it was awesome. It was pretty much everything that I hoped it would be. And it just, every time I watch stuff like that, I'm just like, the stars are amazing. Science and space and exploration and all that stuff is amazing. So I thought I would bring a little bit of that into Minecraft. And so I went as far north as I could get. I went as far north as the world allowed me in this custom-built world. This is the end of the world. And I found this really, really tall tree. And I climbed it, and I stood up here and watched the sunset and the moonrise and watching the stars, and I thought maybe I'd build something out here. I don't know, it's a pretty desolate area. Nobody lives out here. We could build a little cabin or something on that hill. We could build a little house. This has got a really big tree trunk, actually. We could build it into the actual tree. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to build anything out here. It's kind of pristine. You kind of don't even want to taint it with human technology, but part of me kind of wants to put something out here. I'd actually brought some stuff with me to build like a little house or something out here, because, you know, I've got little houses in a whole bunch of different biomes, so I thought that might be fun. But yeah, if you didn't see that, it's a really good show. It's going to be 13 episodes. The first one aired last night. It's called Cosmos Cosmos an Odyssey. Cosmos an Odyssey? Is that what it is? Something like that. The one from the 70s or 80s is called A Personal Voyage. Ooh, squeaky chair. A Cosmic Odyssey, maybe? I can't remember what the actual title is, but it's really good. If you're a science nerd like I am, the first episode pretty much didn't have anything you didn't already know about. Do you think we could jump down from here? It goes over things like the Big Bang. It talks about the universe, the creation of the universe, how insignificantly small we are. Talks about the planets, the solar system, all of that basic stuff that you probably already know if you've ever watched a single, you know, kind of science documentary. Stephen Hawking has a good one. There was a recent one by Morgan Freeman narrated, I think, called Into the Universe. You've probably seen it all before, but it's always great to see it. Ooh, is that a Kyogre? It might be. It's always nice to see them. He's taking damage, isn't he? That poor guy. Let's go see if we can save him. Oh god, that's gonna kill us. Dang it! Well, we're back here now. I was gonna go rescue him, but we didn't make it. Poor guy. Oh hey, Rayquaza. What's up with you? Should we fly back out there? It's pretty far away. Oh my gosh, the Rayquaza. It's way past Rayquaza spawning time. Despawn, go home. We're on with MK and Miola. Ooh, I can see like a staircase through the world. I don't know what to do. I was going to build a little house out there and talk about science. Well, you know, we could do... Man, the Rayquaza. I do want to do the flooring on this balcony as well. I was thinking about what we could do with that. What dropped zombie flesh? I've seen some cave guys that drop zombie flesh, but I've never seen one up here that drops zombie flesh. Gosh, I don't know if I should fly back out there. I didn't even take the coordinates of the location that we were in. Well, they were up on screen a second ago, weren't they? Okay, I'm gonna go back out there. I will meet you guys back out there. I made it back. This is the tree, but we're on the ground level now instead of at the very top of it. That's what it looks like, and as you can see, the trunk is really, really big. So there's no doubt in my mind that I could easily carve in a door, like right about here, in fact. And it's probably even hollow inside, yep. And look at that, we could have a pre-built house, basically. I could put in a little bit of a roof, could fill this in, like Like so. And probably like so. And instant house, right? Or we could build something outside a little bit. I have to decide. But yeah, the series, I mean, it's an educational documentary, basically. So if you don't like learning, then it's not going to be the sort of thing for you. The size of that fluffy. It's a huge fluffy. It's a giant fluffy. It's like the biggest fluffy I've ever seen. But I still highly recommend it. Like, if you do like learning at least a little bit, or if you want to experience like something new, it's definitely worth watching. I don't know if it's how you can obtain it. I know it's airing on the Fox channel here, and in the a Sea King. I didn't mean to get the Sea King, but okay. Oh, Magnet Rise. That's not what I meant to hit. We'll hit Psychic. And also on the National Geographic channel, I believe. Oh yeah, I put as you guys can see, I put a regular Eevee on my team. Just because I feel like I should have a regular one. I mean, it's just a normal type, but I've trained up every other type, right? So I feel like Eevee is a good type to have too. Taking you out too, Mr. Tentacool. So I'm not gonna wax poetical about the whole episode about that show that I watched last night, but it's really good. And you know, one of the things that I wanted to do when I started doing YouTube is, hold on. One of the things that I wanted to do when I started my YouTube channel was to basically talk to an audience in a way that I could connect to them and they would understand me. So a lot of times, like in education, like if an adult talks to a kid, they don't respect the adult, even if it's a teacher or somebody that they even like. They still think, you know, you're an adult, I don't care, I'm gonna do opposite of what you say. But in YouTube, especially, you know, somebody like, say, Vintage Beef, who's on the server, he's older than most of you, you know, but you respect him, you respect what he says because you admire him as... Oh, somebody is outside honking. You admire him because he's a celebrity to you, you know, because he's somebody that you look up to, who builds cool things, who's on a cool server. I'm trying to decide if I want to build a cabin up there or if I want to build something in this tree. I really can't decide. See, on top of the hill would make more sense, but in the tree would look less... We're gonna do it in the tree. It's not gonna spoil the terrain as much. Anyway, what I was saying is Beef, he's someone that you admire. And so whatever he says, you might actually agree with or do or something. And so I wanted to come from that point of view. Like if he said Seinfeld is a great show, you might go out and watch Seinfeld. If he said bullying kids is awesome, then you might actually go start bullying people. And if he says bullying kids is not awesome, then maybe you'll say, hey, if Beef doesn't do that, then I'm not going to do that either. And I think that's a really cool and powerful tool. And so I felt like I should be in a career or in a job where the things that I say actually kind of have the power to influence for better or for worse. And so I feel like, you know, hey, if I can get some kids that might not otherwise have watched this show to watch this show, then that's pretty awesome. And I think that you would potentially listen to me or someone like Beef or whoever more than you might listen to your science teacher or whatever, right? So, not that I'm a science teacher, but I wish I could have been a science teacher actually, but you have to be pretty smart in math in order to teach science, and I am really, really bad in math. I am much more of like an artsy-fartsy person. I could probably teach English, but I don't enjoy teaching English enough to actually teach English, so I couldn't actually teach English because I would go insane. I put that here, and I'm going to take it out because I'm going to replace the floor with wood. But yeah, so that was a whole lot of rambling, just basically to say, you know, I don't know, I love you guys, and if you can be influenced to do something awesome with your lives because of me, that's pretty cool. You know, I've started getting a lot of messages, not a lot of messages, but a couple messages every once in a while of people saying that my video really cheered them up after a long day at school or something. And even the kids who were like, I went to school and now you're talking about school here. I still think I'm presenting it in a more fun way, you know, like, because we're playing Pokemon at the same time. So hopefully you're enjoying it, even if it's, how much of this can we take out? Even if it's kind of like school, it's presented in a more fun way. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I should just stop talking. Let's see. This is kind of like our swamp home. Actually, it's very similar to our swamp home because we built that in a tree as well. Let's see. Let's get up here. I'm just going to make a little bit of space so we can set up shop. I apologize if there's not a whole lot of Pokemon in this episode. We are going to... I'm probably not going to announce the name for the Aerodactyl yet. I want to give you guys a couple more... another day, at least, to finish submitting names if you missed last episode. Just submitting names for my Aerodactyl. Nothing fancy, but if you have a suggestion, feel free. No prize. The prize is you get to have your name chosen. And we did name the Sizer, and I did make a prize for that one. And by the way, the guy that won that is a really cool dude, and he doesn't have Minecraft, and so he told me to offer it to the second place guy, whose name was Mindman. I think it was Mindman Mister. And that's really cool, you know, just a really generous offer. So kudos to him. And now we've got a bed. Should we sleep here? That way if we die again, we'll spawn here. Sounds like a plan. Who's on right now? Oh, Miola left, and then MK. Let's make a chest, and maybe we can go exploring around this area, because I haven't spent a lot of time in the snow biomes because I live so far away from here. Do we want to make like an actual little storagey room? Let's do the chest that way, and then we could put another chest that way. We could even... what's behind here? The outside world. Let's see. We've got plenty of wood, so I'm not worried about this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now, I wish... see, I don't know how to get this block. I guess you can't get it, because here, these look wrong. And there's nothing I can really do to hide... yeah, to hide the tops of these logs, so they look placed. That bugs me. We could raise it up one more so it's not quite as obvious when you walk by, but... oh well, nothing I can do about that. Yeah, but see, this keeps the land looking really nice and serene and similar to how it was. We'll put a sign out front that says Vaughn's Winter Home. Let me do a little decorating in here, and I'll bring you guys right back. It's taken me way too long to do this, but I have finished. I have finished. I got a little ambitious. We're in F1 mode because I think it's sunset and the Rayquaza spam is about to start. Maybe... no, maybe it's not sunset. It's just that thing that happens when you're under a tree and everything gets dark. So, here we go. First of all, let's put the sign out here. Just spawns. Northern, we're going to call it Northern Cosmic Outpost. And while I was doing this, I actually went caving for a few minutes. Just dug straight down, and I wanted to get some redstone or something. I didn't end up using it, but I wanted redstone. And I used my Silk Touch pick, and it reminded me that my Silk Touch pick is named Sagan, after Carl Sagan, because Silk Touch is just so smooth, and he's so smooth. So here's the interior. Nice couch, look at that. Black wool, got it from some fluffies, some tentacruels, we got blue carpet, we got ourselves a healer, some nice furniture, the basic craft bench, chest, furnace, little plant, little indoor tables, nice chandelier happening in here. And then what's this? I took the bed down, did you notice? And we got a plant in the corner. A ladder appears. We take it up, and we've got to close the door. I just did this and it worked fine. Really? It's because I'm on camera, isn't it? Up, close, there. Hey, really nice looking, what is this? Storage room? Yeah. And so I put a bunch of things. So I found some iron. We got the kind of cobbly looking blocks, dirt. I mean, I don't need to show you everything, but each one has, there's the redstone, some wood, random stuff, We've got feathers, random stuff, wool. I think I've got clay in one of these. A lot of them are empty because if I lived here, obviously, that would be a nice place to store everything, but I don't really live here. So a lot of the top ones are... Oh, there we go. A lot of the top ones are empty. And we got nice windows in each room, or looking in each direction. I thought about putting a carpet in here, but then I started to, and it just didn't look right. And then, look, there's another ladder. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, a window. And let's see if I can hit that. And look, it's a bedroom. So this is a tiny little bedroom all the way up here. We could even put another level if we wanted to, but I decided to stop here. A little bedroom, a little table by a window so you could sit here and look out into the world. You can look out into the world in this direction. You can look out into the world in this direction. And, ooh, a door. So there's a little tiny balcony. Nothing too terribly fancy. Just big enough to kind of give you a nice view of the ocean and everything. Now, it's kind of ironic because we came here because we wanted to look at the stars, and you can't actually see the stars from here. Hey, look, there's one of those leaf rocks. We don't need it. That guy right there. But if you... Well, I'll show you what happens when you break it. Boop. You get a leaf stone. And that's going to drop all the way to the bottom. So, in a perfect world, I would put a ladder that goes all the way up to the top and magically let you have like an observation area at the very, very top. But unfortunately, these trees aren't designed in that way. Oh, that poor leaf stone probably dropped into the water, huh? We ain't never gonna find it. Hey, there's a water stone. Grab that instead. Not that I need either of these. I don't need that, but basically the leaf thing is exactly that, but a leaf one instead of a water one. Let's see. It was right about here, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. Found it. So yeah, leaf stone shard. You got to get 9 of these each, and then you can put them together for a stone that you could use to... Actually, I don't... the leaf stone one, I don't actually know what you use the leaf stone one. The water stone you can give to an Eevee and it'll turn it into a Vaporeon. Leaf stone does not work to turn it into a Leafeon. It must be some other Pokemon that you evolve. But yeah, the very top of the tree... See how this one has just like one single block up? There's not really any way that... I guess I could put a ladder on the side of it, but... sadly... Ooh, iron. Sadly, there's not really any way to make a suitable observation area. I mean, maybe if I was going to live here for a long time, I would put like a little ring at the top and have that ladder go all the way up. But from where I am now, I'm not gonna do that. But look at the little house. It's so cute. It's got like little lights. It's a little more impactful on the environment than I had initially intended, because originally I was just going to have the door, but a house with no windows and no lights just didn't make any sense. So I decided to put some windows in, and I like it. I think even though it's obvious that somebody has lived here and put up that stuff, it doesn't bother me too much. I like it. It makes me, I don't know, it feels homey. It's like if you were out in these cold desert or tundra wasteland and you saw that in the distance, you'd be like, oh, life and people and humanity. Ooh, more iron. And I put a healer in there, and that I think will be very important, because if you were out here hunting or leveling or something and you needed a healer, there aren't any Poke Centers out this way at all. So, ooh, look. Oh, that's a Magnemite. I thought that was a piece of bouncing iron, but it's a Magnemite. I guess it is technically a piece of bouncing iron. So yeah, nice little secret hidden healer and everything. So I'm very happy with that. Oh, look, there's a Sharkpedo out in the water. Technically, we should go do something now. I feel like I've wasted this episode, but I don't know. I'm not ready to move on. I'm still looking at the stars and enjoying the world and thinking about the cosmos. So last episode, not only did you guys give me a bunch of names, we're going to pick the name, like I said, for the guy next episode. But I had some things that I wanted to talk about. One is, well, I asked you guys if I should, let's just explore and look for bosses. One, I asked you guys if I should start a building series, and I got a bunch of variety of answers. See ya, Jason. People who want me to who definitely want me to start one, people who want me to start one on a single player world, people who want me to start on a multiplayer world, people who want me to build on here, people who don't want me to build on here, people who don't care. So the general consensus was, to me, there are enough people that want to see me do a building series that I will probably start one. I think for right now I might start it on a single player world because I have an idea for something that I want to do, and then some torches over here, and then at some later point, because I don't really have a server that I want to join. Like, a lot of people suggested that I join these various servers like TimeShot or Minecraft, and you can't just join these servers. Yes, I'm friends with a lot of these people, but there's a lot of depth to it. Like, people have to invite you. You have to, know everything and be prepared. And I have not gotten invitations to either of those servers. Ooh, do you think this is a pygmy? That looks like a pygmy to me. Let's get him. I don't know why he's not moving. I'm kind of afraid that I've just disconnected. No, we're in. Oh, he's level 18. Let's bag him. Let's go straight into the Dusk Balls. So, I might join a server someday, but it's probably not going to be just now. And so, in the meantime, being on a single player world would be nice, because then I don't have to worry about the issues surrounding if I leave. Oh, that was quick and easy. Of course, I don't have a PC anywhere. I opted not to make a PC and put it there just because I didn't have any bauxite, and I didn't want to make a anvil and hammer it and blah, 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 blah. So we'll have to wait until we get back to my house to do that. Here's a jinx. I don't know why I'm knocking these torches out. I guess somebody probably came exploring through here, and I just kind of want to keep it looking pristine and normal, and it keeps melting the snow. I don't know maybe we should follow these and see if it actually leads to somebody's house, or if somebody was just randomly dropping torches. I don't know. So yeah, look forward to that. I don't know when it'll happen, but it might happen in a couple days. And I would use that more as a personal grounds to talk to you guys, a little bit more personal, a little bit more like this episode, where we build something, but it's not, I don't feel such pressure to, I don't know, go out and do stuff. Like, I just build. It's a very different feeling for me, and I can talk about a few more adult things. I'm definitely keeping this series a little bit more PG. I don't swear in this series, and just that kind of stuff, because it's Pokemon. It's got a lot of kids watching, but I would like to have a place where I can just build to my heart's content and talk about a few more adult things. I'm not talking about sex and stuff. I'm just talking about life, where it's more about me versus ha ha ha, wacky wacky, play, fun, look at the thing, screaming, diamonds, whatever, like, this is a little bit more cartoony, and that's fine. I really enjoy this, but sometimes I want to talk about, I don't know, life a little bit more, and it doesn't feel like it fits with this series. So I think that will be happening in a while. I would also like to start doing some other games, but the problem is I'm not really into a lot of video games. Like, the kind of games where you, like, FPS shoot each other up and stuff doesn't really interest me. I'm not into zombies. I'm not into puzzle games. I can play some of these things for a while and enjoy them, but in terms of, like, making a long-term series out of it, it just doesn't work for me. So, hey, Jigglypuff, you're so cute. You're so cute. I already have one of you, though, so I'm not going to catch you. So, if you have any suggestions for kind of exploration games where you explore and collect, but you don't really necessarily kill or have puzzly things, let me know. I got some recommendations from some friends. I asked this on my Twitter account, and I got some recommendations for a game called Banished, which looks interesting. It's kind of like the Sim City kind of games where you build a civilization and stuff. It's not really what I want. What I basically want is Minecraft with no mobs, or very mild mobs, where I explore but like with prettier graphics and, like, I don't know, like EverQuest or something, but without the fighting aspects to it. I don't know. I'm a weird person. I know the game might not exist. That was weird. But if you have any suggestions like that you think I might enjoy, let me know. Just drop a comment on the video and I can look it up. And who knows? Maybe I'll start a series on that, or at least take a look at it. And then let's see. I wrote some notes. Cosmos, games to play, naming. Oh, I recorded a podcast today with some guys. I think it was like their first or second podcast. Really small channel, but it should be going up on Wednesday. I will tweet it out, or I will retweet their link to it or whatever on Wednesday. So if you want to check it out, we talk about a bunch of various video game related things. It's pretty fun. Turned out not too bad for considering that it's like one of their first podcasts. It's pretty good. I'm sure that they would enjoy the support from you guys. And like I said, since I'll tweet it out, you guys, if you're not already following me on Twitter, you should do so, because if I have an episode that's late, or if I have questions or something, I will tweet it out. So my Twitter account is the same as my YouTube channel. It's at VanRyderLP, and you can follow me on Twitter there. And I don't spam too much, I don't think, and I talk about more personal stuff, and it's just a fun way to communicate with me and a couple of the other Let's Players. I also have a Tumblr account that I don't post to too often, but do occasionally post, pictures and things. So if you have a Tumblr and you want to follow me or some other Minecraft fans, that is a good place to do so, and I would be happy to see you there. And we are going to eventually do another Q&A. I think I'm going to release the Q&A on the 14th, and today is the 10th. So maybe next episode I will ask for questions for the next Q&A. So don't submit questions this episode, because I'm only going to look at the comments for that next episode. But start thinking of some questions that you might want to ask me for a future upcoming Q&A. And I don't know that, we didn't even find a single boss. Well, we did capture a Rattata. We didn't find any bosses, but we built a cool treehouse, and we talked about the cosmos, which seriously interests me. I wish that I could be a part of a series as awesome as that. If I can even remotely touch on something like that with my Let's Plays, then I consider it a success. And I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, my name is Vaughn, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!